Hello. So, I'm doing a little something different here today on this channel, but as you know, if you know, I am an actor and I've been acting for a year, but and I'm trying to get into like more stuff like crew work in the film industry and doing things behind the scenes and behind the camera. So, I've been writing stuff and I directed my first short film. It'll be on this channel soon. But back to the acting thing. So, like I said, I've been acting for a year, but I've had this really huge problem. I'm not good at memorizing my lines. Now, whenever I do have an audition or I have been in stuff, I've always been able to memorize it. My issue is that it takes me a very long time to memorize stuff. And so I'm going to try to do this thing I came up with where for 30 days, I'm going to try to memorize a monologue and then perform it. And I'm hoping that this will help me become a better memorizer. I know it won't happen in 30 days, no, but I'm hoping to see some improvement during this time. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'll probably upload this maybe week by week or after the 30 days is up. I don't really know, but this is the beginning of that. And I have an audition that I'm going to do, and I had to pick a monologue from a movie. So my very first monologue starting on May 3rd, 2025. I'm going to be doing one from La La Land, the Mia monologue. So this one, it's just where she's basically like, I'm done acting. I'm not, that good at it. People just laugh at me, things like that. I kind of feel that too. Not people laughing at me, but I don't feel as if I'm good enough, because I just started. I'm not going to be immaculate, like Oscar worthy, but I just need to gain confidence in myself. And it's gotten to the point where I'm not even, like, until recently, I wasn't looking up things and auditioning for things because I was just so fearful of acting. I've always had a fear of acting, and it's just, yeah. And then memorizing lines has always been a struggle for me, so I've just avoided it altogether. And if I want to be an actor, I can't do that anymore. But yeah, you see this is my problem, right? Something like this, it would take me an hour to memorize. An hour, that's very long. And then whenever I do audition for it, I'm like having to try to remember my lines instead of focusing on the performance, and that kind of will mess up things because I'm like, I went to the not like that, but in my head it's like that. And I will oftentimes, I don't know why my brain does this, but I will take a line and then I mix up the words in the line, and it'll be like, instead of I went to the grocery store and bought an apple and orange, I will be like, I went past the grocery store after I bought something like that. I would mess up stuff like that. But anyways, this is day one, and this, like I said, will probably take me an hour. I split it up, and it's less than maybe 200 words. So I'm going to try to memorize it, and then maybe I'll add it in here. Yeah. I'll be back. I'm going to go eat, then I'll do this. Maybe I'll show a little bit of me memorizing it, and then I'll show me performing it. It's dramatic. I'm not really used to doing dramatic stuff, so we'll see how I do. But I'm doing this for practice, so hoping to get faster. Like, I want to go from this taking me an hour to this taking me maybe realistically 30 minutes. Let's cut it in half. I know that's a very long time still. Some people can, if they're experienced, they can look at this, and this will take them maybe 5 minutes to memorize, and then they can worry about their performance. But anyways, I'll be back. Let me also add in that a lot of people, I've mentioned this before, but I'm like, a lot of people, they don't mention this, of how memorization is an actual skill actors develop over time, and how they have to keep doing it over and over again. Of course, I knew I had to memorize lines, but I didn't know how difficult it is to do those things. So that's a skill that a lot of actors have, and they're over here memorizing 200 pages, and I'm struggling with 1 page. That's where I'm at on my skill level. And again, like I said, I've just been doing this for a singular year, and I haven't been doing stuff continuously and like repetitively. It's like I audition maybe once every 3-4 months. That's where I'm at. So there's no developing any skill in that time because everything is just so spaced out. That's why I'm doing this on my own time. So I can hopefully, fingers crossed, get better at it and not be so fearful, and in turn can become a better actor and gain confidence in myself, because I do not have confidence in myself in life in general, but especially within acting. Okay. Alright, it's about 3 p.m. and I'm going to memorize this monologue really quickly. Well, however long it takes. But I'm going to time it and see how long it will take me to memorize this. I don't really care about how long it takes, but I'm hoping it doesn't take too long. But this is day 1, like I said. So what I usually do is I write everything down. I'll say it first, and then I'll write it down. And then I've been trying to figure out what method is best for me when it comes to memorizing stuff. So I'd like to go in voice memos on my phone and just say it and record it and listen to it and also write it down. So I'll do all those right now. But I'll probably start memorizing it right now. So I've been to a million auditions. And the same thing happens every time. I've been to a million auditions. I've been to a million auditions and the same thing happens every time. Or I get interrupted because someone wants to get a sandwich. I've been to a million auditions and the same thing happens every time, where someone wants to get a sandwich. Where I get interrupted because someone wants to get a sandwich. I've been to a million auditions and the same thing happens every time, where I get interrupted because someone wants to get a sandwich, or I'm crying and they start laughing. Or there's people sitting in the waiting room and they're like me, but prettier and better at because maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm one of those people that has always wanted to do it, but it's like a pipe dream for me, you know? And then you said it. You change your dreams and then you grow up. Maybe I'm one of those people and I'm not supposed to. And I can go back to school and I can find something else I'm supposed to do because I left to do that. And it's been 6 years. And I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, first monologue down. I started at about 3 p.m. and it's now 4:35 p.m. So this little thing took me over an hour to memorize. That's where I'm at, like I said. And it took a lot of brain power. I actually was thinking about stopping for the entire day, but I was like, I need to get this done. And I did my audition maybe I could have done better. Maybe I was good enough. Maybe because maybe I'm not good enough. But I'll probably insert that video clip there. I told you I'm so focused on my lines. I'm not really diving deep into my performance, and it kind of makes my performance lackluster. But yeah, this is what I did. Wrote it down a bunch of times. I'm very tired right now. Like, yeah. Wrote it down everywhere. I kept messing up on this part where it says, because I left to do that. Right, this line where I highlighted. Yeah, but. And I also get nervous when I do self-tapes. But I have to control my breathing and all that. But yeah, it took me a very long time to memorize that. And I'm hoping, I don't know if I can do this another day. I'm gonna have to space it out every other day because my brain is like fried right now. I put a lot of effort into memorizing that because I wanted to get it done. Also, it has to be an audition too, but it's for an audition too. But I'm gonna try to keep improving because I really want to, because I do not want to keep having to deal with this forever, because that will actually drain me and make me not want to do it. Because acting is supposed to be fun, you know? It's not fun doing this part. No, it is not. And yeah, I can't let my fear stop me, because like I said, stuff like this makes me not want to do acting anymore. Which you may be like, well, then you don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy this process. No, but I enjoy when I have everything memorized and it's a fun experience on a set. But you have to do the hard work to get to the fun stuff. And this is the hard stuff. My brain is actually fried right now. I keep saying it. It's like, but it's done. A weight's been lifted off my entire body, my shoulders. I feel good. And I have to start all over again tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for this day one, only day one. And I'm hoping to see some improvement by day 15. That'll be halfway through. Alright. I also just want to quickly add that this is my first audition and my first time memorizing something in probably several months, like maybe since February. It's May right now, so yeah. I felt like it was a bit rough this time, maybe because I haven't done it in so long. It was just a lot, like, tough to memorize, tougher than it normally is. And even when I was doing my audition, I was still messing up, so we're gonna pray on this one. Because it'll be a sad thing if I have to keep struggling this hard and using my brain so much. I haven't used my brain that much in a while. But okay.